Cloud Summit 2022. It is John Petz, and now in the newsroom, I'm here with none other than Mike Fouts, who is the Vice President, America's Partner Sales, and a great sponsor from Citrix as well. So Mike, thank you so much for joining me in the newsroom and having a little bit of fun.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. It's good to be back out and not in my home office.
Just breathe it in, feel it, feel it. They're chanting your name. We were joking about, like, they're so excited to hear this, that they're chanting the name and they're chanting the fact that they're here live, right?
Yes, they are. I can hear it.
Well, again, thank you for being a sponsor and Citrix being a great partner here as well. If you could jump in and maybe share with me, what is Citrix doing to continue its evolution of the channel in 2022 and beyond?
Yeah, well, I'm going to blow your mind, John, with this.
Bring it.
So I'm going to go back to the 80s, and the reference I'm going to use is Back to the Future. So Citrix has had a long history, and one of the best in the industry, at partnering. And we sort of got away from that over the past few years, and so that's why I say Back to the Future. We're bringing it back, and in some of our segments like commercial and SMB, which are the biggest segments we have, it's 100% channel. So I think it's really exciting for us and our partners.
Well, and are you looking to expand this whole partner community, I'd assume?
Yeah, absolutely. So as the leader of the channel ecosystem at Citrix, partners are the way we create demand. And so we are looking to expand, and we're looking for partners who are moving into the next generation with being a service provider and managed services. So yes, absolutely.
So there's obviously a plethora of partners here behind us in the expo hall. And what would you tell a partner on why you think they should build a Citrix practice for themselves?
Yeah, well, I think it's a couple of reasons, right? And as a former partner, I think it is the market. So you have to have market tailwinds, right? You can't always be fighting the headwind. And I think the technologies and solutions that we have at Citrix provide a tailwind, and that translates into making it easier to sell. And then it's profitable. It is a profitable business to be in. So if it's easy to sell and you can make a lot of money, that's where you want to be, man.
It's game on, right?
That's where you want to be.
Well then, you mentioned commercial and SMBs are the biggest, that's all channel based. What do you think the channel, I mean, in 3 years, in 5 years, what is going to look like? Is it going to continue just to boom?
Yeah, so I wrote an article recently on LinkedIn, and the word I used was tessellation. That's a mathematical term.
I got to look that one up.
It's a big term.
Say it again?
Tessellation.
Okay.
But here's what it means, right? Think of it this way. Let me give you an analogy. Think of it as tiles on a floor. Okay. And maybe in your bathroom you have a tile floor and all the tiles fit together. And there's no overlap. And they're not bunched up over each other, and there's no high spots or low spots. That's the principle of tessellation. And I think that's what the channel's going to look like in 5 years. There's going to be a lot of pieces, a lot of tiles, whether it's the traditional value-added reseller, distribution, marketplaces, and we all have to fit together, and we have to fit together in a way that's beneficial.
We sure do. That's my word of the day, tessellation. I like that. That's perfect. And curiosity, so can they find that article on LinkedIn? Can they look you up? Can they connect or follow so they can
do all of those, right? I published it this week. I would love for you to connect. I try to do those on a regular basis, and you can absolutely connect, find the article under me out there.
Very good. So Citrix is here. What's making you stand out amongst your competition?
Aside from me?
Well, the jacket, the color combo, as we were talking about, like, it's sharp, it's dazzle, it's showtime, yeah. Right?
So aside from me, what makes us stand out from the competition is a handful of things. Number one, we are the absolute leader in the industry, right? We are the best in the business at what we do for a living. So that's number one. I think you want to partner with somebody who fits that bill. Number two, I think it's the people. You have to be in business with people that you have a level of confidence and a level of trust in. And the reality is, everybody likes to do business with people that they like. And so I think that, along with the solutions that we offer, that makes us better than anybody in the world, and why we think we are the best competitor.
He is the best competitor. So let's go trends for a minute, if you don't mind. You know what's coming, and you can share however deep you want to go, but mostly unforeseen trends is what I want to look at. I mean, 23 beyond.
Yeah, I think that, so the biggest trend that is happening now, and it is early, but it's going to blossom, is this whole trend with marketplaces and hyperscalers. So those are Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Services, and the role that they play. And I think we all, us, our partners, Ingram, we need to figure that out and figure out once again, back to tessellation, where the pieces fit and how we line up with each other in a way that makes sense. So I think that's a trend. And then I think the other trend is really around a services-based model. It's going to be less product-driven. I grew up, I've been in this business a long time, despite my gray hair. You wouldn't know it, but we're going to stop selling widgets and we're going to start selling a service, full stop. So I think those are the two biggest trends I see out there.
Most unforeseen. And I like how you said the role that someone would play. So I got to ask you something completely unrelated to this. If you could play any role in a movie or in a play or in a Broadway production, what role would it be? And there's a reason I'm going down this path. Just give me a minute. Let me get there.
Yeah. All right.
I know. Where are we going?
If I could play any role, I would be Roger in the Broadway production of Rent.
I haven't seen Rent. Which now I got to ask, okay, what's Rent? I know the show, but I haven't seen it live. So
it was really the first Broadway musical that came out. It debuted in 1996, and it was the first rock musical where the music was upbeat. It wasn't your traditional kind of slow-paced, old-school music. It was very upbeat rock style, and it's about a group of I call them kids because they're now my kids' age, living in the East Village in New York, and it just depicts a year in life. Is what it is.
And so Roger's one of the leads. He's one of the main.
Yes.
He's that
beautiful
person.
Voice.
Oh,
he's kind of the
Do you assimilate yourself? You also have that beautiful voice. Do I want to? There's a microphone here, and here. Do I want to give you the spotlight, or is it?
I like to think so, but maybe we'll save that for later.
Well, it's important because I think, and we have a little I call it backstage talk. When I had a chance to hang out with Michael and just learn because he has a great love of the theater, which we share that passion, and talking about different shows. But I think some of the reason we're here is to really have that human connection element, to learn about people and connect with people. And you mentioned we want to do business with people we like to do business with. Have you had opportunities of meeting brand new people here already since you've been?
Absolutely, yeah. That's the beauty. And that's what I looked forward to, by the way, right? Was getting a chance to meet people. And maybe I'm old school, but I feel like you build a relationship doing this, right? You look somebody in the eye and maybe you go to dinner, whatever, you just have a conversation. But yes, to me, that's the most valuable part, is the FaceTime and the opportunity to do this.
It's so true. It's that power of the human connection.
It is.
And how about, you can go back 18 months, you can go back 18 years maybe. If you were going to give advice to yourself, to your younger self, the no gray hair self, whatever, your call, what do you think that might be?
I would probably say this. I would say don't be quite so critical, right, to yourself. It's okay. You're going to make mistakes, and you learn more from the mistakes than you do from the success. So don't be quite so critical when there's a failure. Embrace the failure a little bit more and build off of it. The second one I would probably give is enjoy the journey. Right? We only get one shot at this thing, and sometimes you get into, man, I want to be promoted, I want to do this job, I want to do that. Enjoy the journey. That's the fun of life. So
I love that. I'm just contemplating right now because Miami Beach is like right there, and we're in this glass cube, but we're making friends, we're having a good time. Are you going to the event tonight?
Absolutely.
We got all the different places, the hotels we can hop
we're
around.
hosting one. We have a cabana at the Nautilus. Stop by and see us.
I get to come too? Is that?
You do, yes.
You heard that,
yes.
right? Okay, I'm in for that. Well, Mike, thank you. Thanks for just having a few laughs. Thanks for sharing with us. Anything prior to closing this out that you want to make sure everyone knows about Citrix, about you being a great sponsor of this event?
Yeah, you know what? Ingram has been a really good partner of ours for 30 years. And so I'd like to say thanks to Ingram for having us, for the continued partnership. And if you're a partner out there, come see us. Come have a conversation with us. Can't wait to talk to you.
That's awesome. Thank you again for being here. Thanks for your sponsorship. And thank all of you. We look forward to seeing you here shortly. Have a great time at Cloud Summit 2022.